Propel is an enterprise performance management solution from Cohesive Solutions that enables organizations to visualize their performance across the enterprise, align initiatives and planned activities with strategic objectives, and drive organizations to act to achieve continuous improvement and realized success. In this scenario, you'll see how Propel helps organizations visualize, align, and act. Before an organization can set itself up to improve, it must first understand where it is. This understanding typically comes when you can visualize how you have performed in order to establish a baseline. In this example, let's look at a historical measure of PM compliance across all of our operating units for a previous calendar year. In this case, I can see that my overall performance in this area has been pretty weak across all operating units. I can further dissect this view by looking at specific operating units to see a side-by-side comparison. And I can temporarily remove data from the view in order to focus where I want. To provide further context, I can view additional measures that might provide more insight. Our second component on this dashboard shows two different ratio measures for PMs versus non-PMs. The majority of my work orders may be PM, but the majority of my hours is non-PM. Viewing multiple measures in this way provides a much richer context of performance, reducing the possibility of incorrectly judging based on a single measure. Finally, our third component shows yet another related measure, this one being PM data confidence. Propel comes pre-configured with data confidence screens, which identify the number of anomalies in your data and the percentage of data that is anomaly-free, as is shown here for PMs in two of our operating units. This valuable insight indicates a potential area of improvement as well as indicates the confidence we should place in performance measures based on this data. Once visualized, an organization can begin to align measures with objectives and put plans in place to meet those objectives. In Propel, a KPI is a measure that has context. Let's look at a KPI that adds such context for our PM data confidence measure. First, the measure must be associated with an objective. Second, the KPI has a range of dates in which it is effective. This KPI was evaluated against a specific calendar year. Lastly, the KPI must have some expectation of performance identified by a target or band. For this KPI, we have identified that any confidence measure below 90% would be in the alert band. When visualizing this band, it will be shown with a red color. Also, we have indicated that when the KPI is in this band, we want to raise an event. Events are generally used to track when performance is not meeting expectations. Unlike events, initiatives are used to track, manage, and visualize a project or campaign for improving performance. For our PM data confidence KPI, we can manage an initiative which defines some type of improvement such as a policy or process change, as well as a set of actions to be carried out, along with who is responsible for each. The initiative has a start and finish date along with an expected outcome. In addition to proactively implementing an initiative to improve performance, Propel provides an ability to plan a reaction as well. As an example, our organization may have a KPI to manage PM compliance, where a series of bands define the target above 90%, a warning level from 75 to 90%, and an alert level below 75%. Note that the alert band will raise events whenever this KPI is below 75%. For this band, we can pre-plan our reaction with a response plan. The response plan will prescribe a set of actions along with their responsible parties and a target time frame to complete. The event as a whole will also have a target time frame to resolve. Once plans are aligned with objectives and their measures, it is time to act. In this dashboard, we can view a component for the PM data confidence KPI. We can see that for the calendar year, our confidence continued to be suspect. But we can also see when our initiative occurred and that our confidence did in fact meet or exceed our expected results from the initiative. Having the ability to correlate an improvement initiative with actual results and to be able to quantify success is a key benefit of Propel, providing an organization the ability to define what is good and what works. Also note that Propel is able to enrich the data with additional context. In this case, a specific data point has been annotated by the owner of the objective, indicating why there was an increase. The ability to capture the subjective results of analysis for a measure adds value by preserving the knowledge of individuals and teams. In Propel, this knowledge is pinned to the data point, not the chart or graph. When this measure is viewed elsewhere, the point is highlighted indicating additional context is available. Our second component shows our PM compliance KPI. We've overlaid the PM confidence data in order to show a correlation between the quality of the data and the performance measure derived from that data. Note how PM compliance increased when data confidence increased. This likely indicates that our compliance measure is accurately reflecting our true performance. If we focus on our PM compliance measure, we see the alert, warning, and target bands defined, and we see that those months in the alert range are highlighted, indicating additional context is available. We see that for each month an event was created, and that event has our predefined response plan applied with prescribed actions and target completion date. We can also view the activity stream for each KPI, which gives an up-to-the-moment view of how the organization is using the KPI to manage performance. We can see events as they are created and managed through their life cycle, as well as the results of collaboration amongst stakeholders as they leverage data to improve the business. This collaborative approach helps team members stay aligned and informed, and engages users, encouraging participation and overall improvement. For those executives, managers, and other stakeholders that have a vested interest in the outcome of performance management, they can always see a complete activity stream for all KPIs and objectives they are subscribed to. Subscriptions are easy to maintain, with an ability to opt in to instantaneous notification of activity or a periodic summary via email. Visualize your data, align your objectives, and act to improve your business. Achieve results and manage your organization's performance with Propel.